Hello, right, we have got some saddlebags. Again, that is a second sort. There was nothing really wrong with the first sort. If you look at the last video, they did the job they needed to do, but they're a little bit rattly and things like that. And yeah, so I've found these other bags through Cardio Racing. They're on eBay. They're like a THRASHIN Supply knockoff. I'm going to show you what they're like. They look pretty good. So they just come in and this is what they look like. They are friggin' good quality. So we will see what happens with them. I've just got them out of the bag, and they're even like got the orange inside like the THRASHIN Supply ones. The only thing I'm really worried about is if they'll keep their shape, but they do feel really well made, and that's a massive surprise. Yeah, they look like they're all waterproof zips and all the rest of it. They just don't have a THRASHIN Supply logo on them. I couldn't remember actually how much we paid for them, so $182.59 on sale from $199. Plus $14.63 post. It took probably about a week to get here. No instructions come with it, so we'll just have to look at the THRASHIN Supply instructions on YouTube, I guess, and see how it goes together. We've got our brackets. Okay, these are for the diners. I'm pretty confident. I think we're going to be using all the 4 shorter straps, and the longer ones again for the diner. We've obviously got our 2 bags. So look, we're just gonna get stuck into it. These guys here, so these will slide up under there, in between the fender and I guess the fender strut, if that's what you call it. They'll go up in there, and then we attach our bags on like so. So we'll just do one at a time and get them on. Okay, so I've undone this first bolt, and I've loosened this one off a fair bit just so I don't lose the bracket that's internally up under this guard here altogether. I mean, it's not a big deal if it does drop off. We put this in here like that, just put it in a couple of threads and then just push it forward, and then that'll clip that bracket out at the back. And then you can undo it again, and you should have enough room to get, I'll just try and show you. And now you should have enough room. See how that bracket's right back in there. We can get our hand up behind it and we can actually move it out if need be. So it's completely out of the way, and we can even swing it down. That's what the bracket looks like. So these here, these will actually, once they slide up under here, okay, that will come back through, which will slide through that, and everything will be done. Now, there is one thing that I'm a bit concerned about, is these here, you've actually got to slide these up, so that's sliding them up on your paint. So you could probably put a little bit of tape on the back of them to stop it from chafing on your guard, but I don't know, we'll have a look at that. We might even be able to get them in there and be able to get a little bit of leverage on them just to pull them up and bend them up. But anyway, we'll keep going and we'll just see, we'll install them how the way they're meant to be installed, but we'll just keep an eye on that while we're doing it. Okay, so I'm not really sold on the idea of chucking that straight up on the paint and sliding that in. So I'm going to get some cloth tape and just put a little bit of a protective barrier between it, like so. I'll just cut it out to the shape, and we'll go from there. so I've chucked the thickest cloth tape I could find over the back of them. I've only got a knife on me, so not the neatest job, but you're not going to see it. If you had a scalpel or something like that, you'd be able to do a bit better job of that. But I do feel a lot better, even that one there, sliding that up in there with something covering it. Steel on steel, not great, and if it does chafe, I mean, even now, it's not a good idea. So don't know if I like that idea heaps, but as I say, I'm gonna, once I get these bolted in, I might even just give them a bit of a bend to get them away from the paint, so if it's going to do any damage, it's up under the strut and you can't see it. All right, we'll get the rest of them on. Alright, they're all tucked under there. We're just going to nip them up. We'll just make sure that they're facing sort of down, squarish, so they're right. They're not going to move around too much. Alright, as I was saying before, they run down here. I'm glad I put that cloth tape behind them because it feels like it'd be really chafy. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually pull back on them and just bend them away just a little bit. So if there is much movement there, it's not going to chafe real bad on our guard. I'll do the same on the other side. Now, first thing I don't really like about them is they put a gap down here. Okay, and so however thick the material is, I don't know, 1.5, you know, you're pushing your fender in that far, so if you've got a real tight clearance, you're probably losing 3mm. Probably not enough to worry about, but still, it is something to take note of. Like, I felt I had to push the fender in. Look, it's one of them things. If you're running a standard tyre, there's plenty there. Alright, rip this seat off and then we'll start putting our straps on and running our saddlebag. Alright, so probably should have paid a bit more attention to how the THRASHIN SUPPLY ones went on, but we'll just have a bit of a go. Maybe that. The saddlebags will actually strap over, so it might be easier to put them on first, like that. Okay, and it looks like these here line up with the bottom strap underneath the last, or the second last, or the last. So it looks like it's on both sides. You just line them up and thread them through. So we'll try that way first and see how we go. Yeah, it looks like it's sitting about right. Alright, we'll do the same on the other side. I don't actually know if this is the right way to do it, but it seems to be working alright. It goes through like that. We go through 2 of these. This is what I'm doing anyway. As I say, whether it's right or not. So that one there and that one there. Is it easier to put them through? Oh, jeez, there we go. It's easier to put them through off the bike. I'm just gonna try and put them through off the bike and see if that makes it any easier. Once you know which ones to go through. Alright, like that. Now we're going to line that up. Like that. I'm not scrunching it. Not scrunching it all up. I'm just doing it so the Velcro's on Velcro. I'm not pulling them tied in together or anything. I'm just overlapping them and doing them up like that. Then I feed both the straps and feed both of them back down through the holes. If you can see that, that will come up like that, and then we'll attach them. That one. This one's a little bit higher, so I've got to take a bit of slack out of it. Yeah, that's what it was. Okay. At least they're easy to adjust. That's that. That's that. Yeah, that looks good. That looks good. Right. That's that bit done. All right, we've got the bags on. Okay, they look good. All the rest of it. Let's see what they can fit. Starting with a 3 litre carton of milk, and then the other side, I'll just try and find some random bits and pieces. But yeah, they're surprisingly good quality. As you can see, that's not bad. Look, really impressed with them. I think I've said it before, but if you want to save yourself a couple $100, a few $100 over the THRASHIN Supply ones here in Australia, you couldn't really go wrong. I can't really fault them. The zips and everything like that, they seem to be pretty good. Seems to be the same quality as the other ones I've seen on the net, except without the THRASHIN Supply logo. Yeah, they seem solid. All right, well, that's it. Done.